The adverse weather watch remains in effect for Trinidad and Tobago and will likely continue and is set to continue through Friday afternoon. So the possibility of street or flash flooding as well as landslides or landslips remains there as you go through Friday into 8 p.m. And obviously from the Meteorological Service, these public warnings are relatively new to you, but obviously what does these various colours mean? Well, for yellow, when we are at this risk level, it means that the hazard is possible and you should be aware of the potential impacts of the hazard, so obviously take the necessary precautions and also monitoring the weather conditions as well as any official updates that come out. Now, bearing in mind that at this time of the year, the ITCZ, Intertropical Convergence Zone, tends to be the major player, so it's not unusual for us to see these types of rains lasting for a day or two, and it will likely continue as you go through tonight and into Friday morning. So be mindful about that possibility of some of those longer spells of rain as well as some of those thundery downpours as you go through your night and into the tomorrow morning. So looking at Tobago then, cloudy and damp continually, seeing those showers passing across the main ridge and into the morning as well. You notice all of the cloudy damp conditions into your morning and into the afternoon. During the daytime heating, there is a possibility of some of the thundery showers erupting as you go through the middle of your day, and then once you get into the latter half of the afternoon, conditions will begin to settle. Now, of course, in Trinidad in particular, the ITC has been quite active, and there are areas which are more prone to flooding than others. And you notice those low-lying areas around the Port of Spain in the east-west corridor down towards San Fernando and around Pinal as well. So this is where you should be mindful about all those heavy showers that come through overnight and into Friday morning. Some of those showers have been talking about turning thundery, and also into those thundery downpours, you could be seeing some gusty winds, so you may see the trees swaying from time to time, and also obviously the flags flapping as you go through the afternoon and into the latter half of the day. So overall then, another unsettled day for many of you. The ITC firmly in charge, at least for Friday, and then conditions will gradually change as you get towards Friday night. Temperature-wise, tonight 24 degrees Celsius, tomorrow another comfortable 30 degrees Celsius, and for the Friday and into Saturday, it seems as though at least for Saturday, brighter conditions are expected. Some Saharan dust is in the air, so it will be drier and dustier as we go through Saturday, first part of your weekend. Then on Sunday, we will see a gradual increase in moisture once again, but more showers and longer spells of rain are possible for Monday, and we'll continue to watch those activities as we go through the weekend. For fisherfolk and mariners, you already have been seeing those offshore showers, seeing those gusty winds at times at 20-25 knots, whitecaps and sea spray expected. A moderate chop through the Caribbean at 2 meters, but higher than that, 2.5 meters further offshore in the Atlantic. Now, for many parts of the Caribbean, we've obviously been watching the effects of those tropical storms passing through, and Beryl, the remnants of it at least, still remains out to sea, no threat to land. Out towards the north, we could possibly see some development. It is set to come over some warmer waters, but overall, we are likely to see Beryl not affecting land as you go through the next few days. So for the Greater Antilles then, it's mostly settled. Some Saharan dust is in the air, so it's no surprise to see some thick haze across Santo Domingo and Port-au-Prince, as well as some hazy conditions for Kingston, and only a few clouds are likely for Havana with some passing afternoon showers there. And for the Eastern Caribbean, the haze will be there for the Leeward Islands, but the showers will still continue further to the south across Grenada and into Guyana as well. So that's your weather, and that's it from me.